Hate when that happens. My internet just... Yeah, I've got a Wi-Fi dongle, so sometimes I am unfortunate that it'll decide to just randomly die on me. So I'm so sorry about that. Now I have to wait for freaking stuff to connect again. Ugh, it's terrible. Gotta love when an internet is being a douche canoe. Yeah, I have a Wi-Fi dongle, and sometimes for no fucking reason it will die on me sometimes. So I had to plug it out, plug it back in, and then it started up. So now I have to go and find all my links again to post it on Twitter. And it's like, really? Thank you, internet, for being a douche. I gotta love it. So yeah, now I'm just kind of waiting for Noelle to let me know when she wants to start, and we can continue. She said she's not going to talk a lot today, but we both know. But, yeah, no, I'm just like very excited for Mass Effect tomorrow. I might actually just play it for myself a little bit, since I'm gonna wait a while to stream it, because, well, I need to finish Village first. I don't know how much of Village is left. I don't know how much of this is left, so I don't know how long I'm gonna wait. I'm too excited for that game to not play it, to not want to play it. So yeah. I've had similar issues with Wi-Fi dongles on the most reliability. Thing is, this one hasn't done it in a very long time. This is the first time in, say, 2-3 months that it actually works. And hey Yoda, how you doing? Good to see you. Man, it's been a while. How's work? How's everything been? It's really been a while since I've last seen you. I hope everything's okay on your end. We want to get cable from the router, but it's a case of it. We have 2 routers running, because where I am is at the far end of the yard. So we had to kind of relay them, because the main router is in the house. So we are working on a Wi-Fi network, but it's a fiber line. So it's more reliable than the ISP we had that was purely Wi-Fi. That shit was a nightmare. Oh my god. It was terrible. I only have 4G net, so I have internet dropping problems all the time. Oh, that's bad. That sucks. Yeah, our first internet we had was a 4G line. And it made playing games so terrible because I was playing Diablo 3 a lot back then. And yeah, it made playing the game, especially online, very difficult. Well, because it's an online game. 4G plus Wi-Fi storage. Oh yeah, no, that's for sure. The thing is with the dongle, I think it might just be age that's getting to it a little bit now, because I've had it for a long ass time and it survived a lot of power outages and stuff. So it wouldn't surprise me if there's something wrong with the poor thing. You know what? Let me check what's happening on my Steam. Okay, no. For a second I was like, is there a download that's running? Because I see some things on my end are not looking as good as they should. Okay, no, never mind. It's just my imagination. I've been busy going through an audit at work, so most of the time, once I'm free, you are finished streaming. Just popping in on my lunch break to say hello and how things are going. Oh wow, that's cool. And no worries, no worries. Audits suck. I used to work for a cash loan company, it's like a personal finance thing, and it's a nightmare. It really is a nightmare. It's awful. And it can take so long, and it kind of disrupts everything, and it usually you run a while. It's terrible. I remember what that shit was like, because we had basically had audits every month end. So we would have someone from head office coming in, and they would check our books to check that we aren't stealing from the company. And even though you're not stealing from the company, they would literally be like, so there's 4 cents that doesn't add up. Can you find out for us, because we need you to investigate those 4 cents. We want to know what is happening with those 4 cents. It's like, okay. And then it was just maybe someone wrote something wrong, and they make it seem like the biggest crime ever. It was awful. There's a fiber going pretty close to my house, but it is in the other side of the railway, so the cost to get it here would be astronomical. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Oh, wow. No, we were pretty lucky that the fiber for us is like right against the wall near our house. So it was pretty easy for them to just lay the line to the house and get it done. But that's terrible. I'm sorry. I hope it gets better. I do hope it gets better. Oh, that's terrible. I remember the first time I got so excited when I heard we were getting fiber. It was like, yay, no more Wi-Fi! Like, yes, finally, no more Wi-Fi, woo! Because our Wi-Fi was so unreliable. Sometimes it would die for no reason, and it wouldn't come back until the next day or something like that. It was just a pain in the ass. It made life difficult, like especially uploads. Like with YouTube, if you upload on YouTube and your internet dies, it'll just kind of hang there until your internet comes back. But the other site that I use, BitChute, as soon as your internet dies for just even a second, it cancels the whole upload. And I had a 10 meg line, so files that were big were taking very long to go. The nightmares. Yeah, that pretty much describes it perfectly. Luckily, we don't have them that often, if once every 2 years. Yeah, they have to find something. No matter how good you're doing, they must find issues. They want to show they're doing their job. And it didn't help that the woman that was auditing our group, because they split the offices off between 2 people to audit each branch. And the woman that was auditing our branch was a real ass licker. She just... oh, she had to spit and shine that boss booty. She would find anything that she could to complain about. Like, if your office is spotless, she will go and look for something to complain about at head office. Even if it's not to do with the books, she will find it and she will make your life difficult. It's terrible. And ever since then, audits were just bad. So as soon as I like left my job because of health reasons, it was like, yes, I don't have to deal with this bullshit anymore. I don't need to do this anymore. I'm so fucking happy, because I just couldn't deal with it anymore. It was getting to a point where my doctor was like, you know what, the stress you're undergoing, you might kick the bucket if you keep this up. And I was 29 at the time. No, I was 30. No, I was 29, 30 at the time. And heart issues does run in our family. So I was like, you know what? I'd rather sit without a job and find a different way of getting money instead of putting my health at risk. I mean, I would be happy to get even steady 15 to 20 meg net would be nice. But that's basically what I have now at the moment. Usually get 0.5 to 3 megs. Ouch, that's like the first internet line I had. Our first line was like that, but it was just so bad. I remember with Diablo, you'd be playing and then all of a sudden all the creatures and everything would just stand still and you can't get anything done. It sucked. But seriously, for the fact that you have that kind of internet and you're playing CSGO still with us, that's incredible. Like, seriously, that's awesome. Yeah, luckily these auditors are really nice and one is suspiciously enthusiastic. Don't know how you enjoy auditing so much. Yeah. There are some of them. There are some auditors, like, before the company got bought over, our group was being managed by a different auditor. And she was always super nice, and if she spotted a mistake, she would be like, okay, I'm not going to report this because it's technically just the smallest, stupidest mistake any human can make it, because we were writing contracts by hand back then. So they were like, okay, I'm not going to write you up for this. It's just a stupid fucking mistake, and it's not going to legally break the contract or anything, so I don't see a reason. I'm just making you aware of this so that next time, maybe notice it more easily. She was super fucking nice. And yeah, then we ended up with a different auditor, and oof, it just made life so difficult. It was not fun. It was terrible. Yeah, it's not good. Oh. Now, honestly, the fact you don't even sound frustrated when you're playing with us, that's a lot. Like, honestly, that's intense. But actually, I think playing that casual CS is even more fun with that latency than like you know, people at one point, people were saying, how are you getting headshots with 200 to 300 ping? And I was like, I kind of start trying to predict where people are running, and sometimes it works, most of the time it doesn't. So every once in a while I get lucky. You just get so used to it after a while. Just makes it even more lax. But sometimes it can be interesting and weird just how messed up stuff can get if you're playing with latency and lag. And then you get a game like Apex where even just a tick of latency or packet loss and you're fucked. I should never complain about my internet issues. Yeah, honestly, like I said, my Wi-Fi dongle, this is the first time in 2 months that it's died on me. So it doesn't do that often, and like I said, luckily it's easy to fix. I just plug it out and plug it back in, and then I just find the network again. So it's not that bad. It's really not that terrible, so